Before we start today's show, take a moment and go check out Quantum Week, which is a podcast where they take a random week and review the popular movies and music from that time.
They've covered movies like Top Gun, Fight Club, and Pulp Fiction, as well as songs by the Black Keys and Eminem.
They might hate or love your favorite movie or song, but unlike some other pop culture podcasts, they're always going to be honest.
You can download and subscribe to Quantum Week on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or anywhere you download podcasts. Let's start the show.
Just so you know, we're doing a great pre-sale for the brand new and exclusive Gomez Watches Seinfeld merch. You can grab t-shirts and polos at podcastmerch.com from May 6th through 20th. That's right, May 6th through 20th is the only time you can buy this limited edition gear, so go support the show at podcastmerch.com.
Fill her up.
You're listening to the Gas Digital Network.
Gomez Watches Seinfeld, we're back. Season 2, episode 11, The Chinese Restaurant. Right off the bat, I'll tell you right now, they were nowhere near as racist as I would have been, both in the writing of the show and in the reacting of real life. Yeah. So we're going to get into that. We have a lot, obviously, to talk about on today's show. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. If you guys haven't yet, please go subscribe to GasDigitalNetwork.com. You guys can get the complete on-demand library. Every episode of every show we've done, plus the entire on-demand library for all Gas Digital shows, including Legion of Skanks, Real Ass Podcast, Believe You Me, and many other shows. 21 shows on the network, nearly 20,000 hours of streaming content that cannot be found anywhere else. All uncensored, all ad-free, plus access to the racist live chat and more. Use the promo code GWS. It'll get you a 7-day free trial. Pretty incredible. Pretty incredible. Where are we at in history right now, Jenny?
May 23rd, 1991.
May 23rd. All right, it's spring. Spring is here.
Feeling it. Yeah, school's almost over.
This is it. This is a good time. Okay, little Jenny, little Lewis. We're still hungry. We're still beaten.
We're still not watching Seinfeld.
Not watching Seinfeld, but not because I don't even know that I wouldn't have watched Seinfeld. I think that at this point we probably didn't have cable. Cable would constantly be going off and on. More off
in and
than
out.
On.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this wasn't. It just wasn't lining up for us. But with this time in history, where are we at with the song?
I Don't Want to Cry, Mariah Carey. Can I just say,
slow R&B was the thing this time, right?
I mean, I was not a fan of this at all. This is Mariah. I mean, she's killing it.
This song, I don't even know this fucking song.
No, she's amazing. She's incredible.
Can I hear the hook, please? Because I don't know this intro.
You watch the video. This is her thinnest, hottest she's ever been. I mean, smoking hot.
I don't want to cry. I know it, yes.
Yeah. Oh. I mean, she was just so dope. This is just,
Can I see her? Can we see her right here in this video? Can we see how she looks? Because I was never
the hottest she's ever been.
I've never been in a Mariah. Yeah, she looks good here. This is, yes.
This isn't even the hottest part. Wait.
This is solid. She looks solid.
I looked up the song and I was like, hell yeah, she was incredible.
I like it. Yes. No, she's looking good. Nice and long neckline.
Yeah.
Whatever. I don't know what happened to her, but she ended up getting a fat face.
Yeah.
She didn't get fat.
She did get fat. That's the thing, though. She put corsets on. She puts all that shit on to like suck it all in, so she looks crazy.
So you think she's a chunky bitch because she got a chubby face.
Chunky bitch.
She got a chubby face.
It's all right. Be a chunky bitch.
Pull her up
Mariah.
now. Pull up Mariah Carey 2021. Girl. No, and I don't agree with that. Be your best self, Mariah. Do you see how you used to look? You can get it back, bitch. I can get it back. You can get it back. We're all getting it back.
We're getting it back.
Come on, Jenny. What are you giving?
Your stomach is gross.
Look at her. Pig.
Come
wow,
on.
dude. She looks like Kathy Bates. Wow, she looks like she should star in the remake of Misery.
She's beautiful, incredible either way, but
she's a crazy bitch
that's
too.
What happened. Yeah, that's what happened. Is she tries to like recapture, like she thinks she's that still. And
poor
it's
women.
Like,
poor women.
I agree. Just realize you're not that anymore. Yeah.
Oh my God. Holy fucking shit.
Realize you're not that anymore. It's okay. You were that. It was wonderful.
I mean, why would she do that though? Why can't she just age gracefully and be like? She would also. Let me say this. She would
look incredible in a more flattering outfit. Yeah.
She'd be a hot aunt. She could be a hot aunt. A hauntie. She could be a hot aunt if she decided to be and just let herself age gracefully. She's hot.
Agreed. But that's her problem.
But she's trying to fucking compete with Ariana Grande.
Do you watch like videos of them when they're like together? She just hates this little girl so much.
Mariah Carey and Ariana Grande?
Yes.
I've never seen them together.
Oh my God. Oh, Please. It's so good. Please. They were on like, I think it was Jimmy Fallon.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Fallon, oh my God, isn't this incredible? Watch Ariana Grande sing your song, Mariah. And she just fucking does Mariah. And Mariah's like...
She's not happy.
No.
She ever did it. Looked better than she ever did. More famous. More fucking longevity. Yeah, poor Mariah.
It's incredible.
You gotta just fuck. You gotta be an old bitch. At least like guys get to like get gray hair. We get to sort of like once you hit like 40, 50, that's like the best years of a guy's life.
My husband loves his gray. Look at this. Look, it's gray.
Yeah,
Girls love it.
It's great. A little bit of experience. Women like that too. God damn it. You know. So yeah, poor Mariah. She's not doing good. Do we have her and Ariana Grande? No. It's fine.
No? Okay.
It's not a big deal. Don't even worry about it, guys.
It's not even about that. So
she's just Jenny just must made it up. It doesn't exist.
Mariah probably had it scrubbed.
Yeah.
There was one of them in like a cab or something.
I thought she was hot in the one video where she's at like Rye Playland or some other amusement park.
Yeah, she was hot there. This is the same era. Like 91, 92, she was
when
ridiculous.
Mariah popped, she was hot.
Yeah.
I'll give her that.
Yep.
When she popped off, what was her first single that came out?
By like 97, Honey and stuff, like I thought she had fallen off. I was like, she's not. But then Britney Spears had come out, so it was like, you're not that.
Yeah, next flavor, baby. Yeah. Come on, I'm on a Mariah for multiple generations. Yeah, same thing with J-Lo. You know, like, and by the way, J-Lo looks fucking good for a 50-year-old Puerto Rican lady.
Absolutely,
she looks ridiculous. Mm-hmm. But I'm just saying, bitch, move over. You ain't fucking
younger, hotter.
Yeah, you ain't Ariana. You ain't one of these bitches. Who are the other hot young bitches now? Now it's all just big, fat, scary black bitches.
Hell yeah.
Like, lick my pussy, nigga, lick my pussy. Lick it good, lick it good. Like, all right,
it's about time. It is about time.
I like that song.
I'll do it. I'll lick her pussy. It's
all big black women that aggressively want you to lick their pussy and fuck them.
No, it's not.
That's what
Lizzo is like. Fuck you. Fuck you.
Lizzo's a big old fat bitch.
I'm a big bitch. Fuck you. That's right.
I shouldn't say fat because they're not fat, but like Cardi B and
thick.
They're these thick fucking like
aggressive women.
They're aggressive as fuck. I like it though. I'm telling you right now. I bring one of these bitches home. I'm way in.
Well, yeah.
Lick my pussy, nigga.
Who are the dainty pot? I guess Bad Baby would be like one of the little.
Yeah, but like she's kind of weird looking too. She's just a fucking piece of hot garbage. That's why guys like her. It's because she's trash, and it's like you just sort of like I get it, but she's actually not that attractive. When you look at her, she's got an alien-like appearance. You know? All right, whatever. We're digressing right now. What is the number one song in the country right now?
That was Mariah.
I mean, you know what I meant.
What about Bob?
You know what the fuck I meant. The number one movie.
What about Bob?
What about Bob holds strong 2 weeks in a row?
No, it was FX2. We decided last week.
Oh, what we had mentioned. What about Bob?
Yes, because I was trying to go with that to give us a talking point, but then Harrington was like, "Nah."
Oh, I see. You're just lying.
No, it was in the middle of the week. It's a whole thing.
What about Bob starring Bill Murray as like the retarded uncle? Is that what it was essentially?
The autistic uncle. Yeah.
I don't know if I even ever saw What About Bob.
I think I've seen it.
Yeah, he was Dreyfus's patient.
Oh, he's Harrington. Essentially, Bob is Harrington. If we did What About Bob 2 working at Gas Digital, it would be Harrington sleeping outside of the fucking studio.
You pay him to be around, though.
Yeah.
You pay him to do those things.
I don't remember What About Bob at all. So Richard Dreyfuss was a therapist, and Bob was a psychopath.
He stalked his family up into the woods.
Okay, they went on vacation. He was like, no, but what about me?
Fucking Bob just showed up.
Yeah.
Being all crazy and shit.
Being all fucking wacky. Harrington, that would be you. You just fucking show up. I'd be taking my family on vacation to the woods in a cabin, and here's Harrington fucking jet skiing.
Fucking everything up.
Just being a charming person that people like? Yeah.
No. Is that what happened? Is that what Bill Murray was in the movie?
Yeah, people like him more than Richard Dreyfuss, and he gets angry about it.
Oh, but it's because he's a retarded guy. It's not like they respect him more. I would love to hang out with a retarded person much more than a fucking old
It'd be a lot easier.
It'd be hilarious. We get to eat ice cream and play with toys and fucking wrestle. Like, Richard Dreyfuss is like, no, we have to go to work and
There's
pay
not
for
a lot
these
of
things.
consequences to your fuck ups.
Yeah, of course. Who wouldn't want to hang out with a retarded guy? Bobby, what were you going to say?
I was going to say the comparison is very close because the character in that is very neurotic. He always wants to do the odd thing. It's very, very good comparison to Harrington. Doesn't make sense a lot of times. Yeah.
Doesn't make sense. Just doesn't. But people, for some reason, they keep him around. Like, I like this guy.
Yeah, he's fun on vacations.
And here's Richard Dreyfuss, fucking just trying to come to work every day, just trying to make fucking
trying to provide for his family,
trying to provide for his entire staff. And here's fucking What About Harrington over there, just being like, what you fucking. You should go fucking.
They were on vacation at Lake Town, and he was pleasant. People like
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Lewis has had it for Harrington since he's walked through the door.
I'm gonna go join a hacky sack competition. Fucking asshole.
Idiot.
Get the fuck out. Get out of my town, Bob. I'm calling Harrington Bob from now on.
This is supposed to be a vacation from you, Bob.
Yeah, dude. My work doesn't come to my vacation. Christ almighty. So anyway, all right, yeah, that movie, it's fine. I sort of remember it peripherally. Okay. Anything in wrestling, Jenny?
Not really. Not too much.
We're done.
Okay.
We're done with the wrestling bit. We're not doing it anymore.
No!
Jenny, just talk about...
I'll bring it up if there's something.
Why don't you do a wrestling podcast?
No, I got too much going on.
Fat Moms Talk Wrestling. Combine Fat Moms with the wrestling podcast. She's got to get Carla up to date on...
No, because she's not going to take it seriously.
She does take fat momming seriously, though.
She takes fat momming pretty seriously.
All right, good. So, okay, so this episode is called The Chinese Restaurant because they spend the entire episode, every second of the episode, in a Chinese restaurant. Only 2 stand-up segments in the entire episode, which is very unlike any other episode. This was an extremely unique episode.
Absolutely.
They didn't change scenes at all. It was just one run-on scene. And it was interesting because typically they don't make TV shows like that. You don't see it. Right? So I thought it was very unique. I'll give you the synopsis really quickly. Waiting for a table at a Chinese restaurant where they've been told it'll be 5 or 10 minutes, Elaine, George, and Jerry find people arriving after them being seated ahead of them. Elaine is starving, and Jerry dares her to walk to a table and eat someone's food. He also sees someone who he can't place. George, meanwhile, is desperate to call Tatiana and gets upset when others in the restaurant lobby hug the payphone. They do say that about a lot of TV shows. Is Seinfeld the show where they say a cell phone could alleviate 90% of the problems in the show?
Yeah, I could see that. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. A lot of this would have just been solved.
2021,
pretty
they would have
easily.
They would have went on to open
before they
table,
made it to dinner.
got a reservation. I know exactly when to show up. They're going to send me a text message as soon as my table's ready. They would have...
George and Tatiana would be friends.
George would have called Tatiana, sent her a little text message. Hey, baby, don't you worry about it. It is crazy.
Jerry would have been on Facebook. He would have placed that lady.
Yeah, easily. Like, who the fuck is that lady? He would have used facial recognition technology from the Chinese.
Scanned her eyeball.
That's right. That's right. So, yeah, the whole show, the whole episode is that they're at this Chinese restaurant. It opens up with them walking in. He gives the Chinese guy his name, blah, blah, blah. Oh, this is also the first time that I think Jerry uses the Jerry Seinfeld voice. The most extreme, like where he's talking about how, I don't even know how they got into it, but like cops and garbage men. Or I guess George was saying that he thinks there should only be garbage men in the street. Okay. And then Jerry's like, he's like, they should combine cops and garbage men into one job. And he goes, he's like, I see cops standing there all the time. They're standing there. It's like, come on, what are you doing? Take this, sweep, sweep, sweep. And it is so Jerry. It is the most extreme. Like it stood out as being as Jerry Seinfeld, like the hack impression of Jerry Seinfeld. Yeah. So I feel like this episode, I would like to talk to Jerry and Larry, and I will get them on the show one day. We're aiming to get Jerry Seinfeld and Larry David on the show.
No way.
We'll do it, Jenny.
I'm not going to be here.
Why wouldn't you be here?
I'm going to stay home.
No, we'll get them
I'm
on.
not good enough to be in the room with them. No, I'm not.
Jenny, you're...
No.
2 things.
You're a Seinfeld expert.
Number 1, you're my fucking blood. You're Gomez. You are naturally inherently better at podcasting than Jerry Seinfeld or Larry
Hell
David.
yeah. Fuck you, Jerry.
No, it's fuck him, dude. Who gives a shit? What are you going to do? Dude, by the way, you also have to disrespect him a little bit in order to get him to respect you. You let him know.
Who's going to fuck you up?
Suck my dick, Jerry.
Yo.
Okay, now come on the fucking show or we're going to keep going. So,
hell yeah.
But yeah, we're going to get Jerry on the show. Mark Normans are in.
Yeah.
So I'm going to keep on just harassing Mark. Or you know what I'll do? Mark's not paying attention. I'll take his phone and I'll take Jerry's number out of his phone.
And be like, Jerry, it's your agent. I got you booked on this thing.
Even better. What? I'll text Jerry from Mark's phone and I'll CC me on the text. And I'll be like, hey, Jerry, I just want to introduce you to my friend Lewis. He does a great podcast that reviews your show. I think you'd be great on it. And then... That's a great idea. Dude, that couldn't even get me in trouble. That's like one of the best ideas I've ever had in my entire life. Mark will leave his phone open around me. Here's what we're going to do. No. Nobody say anything.
Shh, everybody shut up. Everybody shut up.
Everyone be fucking cool, okay? We're going to get Mark to come on the show. this show. We already talked to Mark. He said he was love to do it. He was going to come in today.
I'm going to distract him in real time.
Yeah, we have to somehow get him to open his phone, and then you have to distract him. And then on the show, I'm going to send Jerry. You flash him, suck his dick. Start blowing Mark Norman in the chair. He leans back, and I'm going to take his phone on the show in real time. Will this not be the greatest fucking moment of Gomez watches Seinfeld if we actually do this?
I'm nervous.
What are you nervous about? What are you nervous about?
All right. Fucking do it.
Okay, you idiots, just do me a favor. Don't fucking rat me out to Mark Norman. I bet you somebody's going to.
They're gonna fucking
by the way,
Twitter Jerry. Jerry, guess what?
No, Jerry's not on Twitter. Jerry has somebody running his Twitter. There's no way he's actually.
I don't know. I feel like he loves comedy though. I feel like he does.
Maybe.
I feel like he's around more than you.
But
think
by the way,
he
this
is.
is the best.
I do. I genuinely
the best idea that I've ever had in my entire life. I don't know anybody else that has Jerry Seinfeld's phone number in their cell phone, but. This is a good fucking plan.
As good as any.
So, the guy says it's going to be 5 to 10 minutes. Cool, very cool, no big deal. And then George lets everyone know that he's dating this chick called Tatiana.
She sounds smoking hot.
Yeah, he's got to call her. He told her once he gets to the restaurant, he's going to call her. Apparently, he's on thin ice with this girl. We don't know why yet. There's now a guy on the payphone using the payphone, which. George is going up. I got to be honest with you. I give George a little bit of props because George starts saying stuff. He's like, hey, buddy, how long are you going to be?
Yeah.
And the guy's just sort of ignoring him. And
yeah, but he was doing it in more of like a nebbishy Jew kind of way. Like, hey, I got to use the phone.
Well, if I'm the guy on the payphone and George is coming up, I'm going to smash him in the face with the payphone.
Okay, so
I'm going to beat his fucking
This entire thing reminded me of a story when your mother was in jail.
She did tell us. I don't know if she just repeated a movie scene.
See, you said that when I mentioned it to you once, but I believe it because I feel like it's almost like a fuck with you type of thing. Like,
yeah,
do
tell
something.
the story because you're older than me, so you might remember the details more. I remember.
No, it was just she was in jail and she was on the payphone, and some girl, African American, came up to her and hung the phone up. Like she wanted to use the phone and she just hung the phone up on her phone call. And your mother had the phone in her hand.
Yeah.
And just punched her in the face with it, and they just started fighting.
Yeah.
And that was the whole story.
Yeah, I guess it sounds believable.
Yeah.
I remember her version is she beat her with the end of the payphone.
Well, she had the.
Yeah, she said
she hit her with the phone, so I assume she just hit her and kind of they just. I'm sure she used the phone and tried to fuck her up with it.
The payphone's it's fucking tethered.
Exactly.
It's tethered. You got really limited reach.
But it was almost like a test. Like if she didn't do anything, she was marked in that jail cell. Like that was it. Like whether she won or lost, she had to fight this girl.
Yeah.
That move right there was like.
Do you think that Jerry's mom had to deal with any sort of similar situation?
Never once.
No. Yeah, we got different lives. Simple as that.
That's privilege.
So yeah, but if I'm the guy on the phone, I'm going to be like, buddy, get the fuck away from me. I'm on the phone right now. You don't know who the fuck I'm talking to. I start working myself up to it. I'm like, yeah, how do you know my kid's not sick? How do you know I'm on the phone with the hospital right now and my fucking kid's about to have life-threatening surgery and you're sitting here yapping because you want to call some bitch?
See, here's the difference because I would actually be mindful and realize, hey, it's a public phone. Maybe I'm taking a minute. I'll say, hey, just give me 1 second. I'm going to say bye. Just, And then I would try to wrap it. I'd be like, oh, yeah, somebody's trying to use the phone. Let me get going.
It's
yada,
New York
yada,
City.
yada, whatever's happening.
It's New York City. There's 1,000 payphones.
Well, I'm a polite, mindful
That's
person,
the other
I guess.
problem with George
I
as
don't
well.
know.
It's like, George, stop being such a lazy bitch. Leave the Chinese restaurant and go find a payphone. Simple as that.
Yes, agreed. Yes.
There's plenty of
There would have been
payphones.
right on the corner.
All over the fucking place.
A whole booth.
Yeah, exactly. So,
Agreed. Yep.
Yeah, George is being a little bitch about this, and he keeps on going, and the guy won't get off the phone.
I would ask the restaurant. I would ask the guy, hey, do you mind if I use that? I've been waiting here for a long time for a table. It's taken a while. I got to call the person and let them know.
Yeah, I would probably do that as well.
I would have made it like, this is your fault. So
in the meantime, a party of 4 walk in, and they're seated right away. And then Jerry and Elaine are like, what the fuck was that? What the hell's going on here? And Elaine's starting to lose her mind a little bit.
Yeah, she's really.
When Elaine's hungry, you don't.
That's like Guillermo. He gets like that, yeah.
Yeah, Beatrice gets like that.
Does she? I can
gets
see
wild.
that, yeah.
She gets really fucking cunty.
She eats. Like, she can eat, yeah.
Just fucking feed your fucking face, bitch.
That's Guillermo, too. Like, he'll sit there, like, scowling at everybody, like, and then the second the food's in his belly, he's, like, happy, laughing.
Yeah.
Like, it's wild.
Oh, by the way, today is my second day this week of fasting. It's my 5-2 split on fasting. Mondays and Fridays, I eat nothing. I feel good. I feel my body eating itself right now.
I hear it. It's growling.
You know how satisfying that is?
I love it.
The growling, it's just that growling right there. You know what that is? That is fat being melted off my body.
Yep. It's
right
fat
now,
eating itself.
in real
Really.
time. In real fucking
happening.
time. Jenny, you need to do this.
I'm doing it.
You're fasting today.
Yes, I haven't eaten. I got from our new sponsor.
Dunkin' Donuts?
I run on Dunkin'.
Guys, everyone runs on Dunkin'. Please go to DunkinDonuts.com and use the promo code GWS. It'll actually get you a free dozen
iced
donuts.
coffee.
Free dozen donuts, actually. Or an iced coffee. You choose. You choose. I say choose the donuts.
ketoing.
More value.
If
Sell
you're
the
ketoing,
donuts.
Get the coffee.
Oh, yeah, that is also true. Good point. Cheers.
Dunkin'.
So, do you say something? The party of four walks in after you. You're like, do you say? I would just assume that they must have already had a reservation. There's no way.
I'm giving them the benefit of the doubt. They've
doubt.
been here. They stepped out. They came back. They got called. Good for them.
There's because like at that point I'm going. There's no way because if they did do that,
the place is being burned to the ground.
There's going to be a fucking problem. There's going to be a problem.
Before we get there,
I think about how many times in my life they must have just shit directly into my food. Because if that scenario, like I wouldn't leave, I would just give everyone attitude and I would make it a big fucking thing and I would make every employee in the restaurant hate me. And I mean, there's no way throughout the years and years of being this guy that people haven't spit or shit or jizzed in my food.
There's no way they haven't. I agree.
Yeah.
I agree.
I've never done anything to anybody's food ever.
And you're very like outward and they don't know that. You're still gonna tip. Like they don't know that. So you're very outwardly shitty when things aren't going your way.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And they don't know I'm gonna tip.
Yeah, which you still tip anyway, which is you,
Even
and
if
that's
they're
what's
shitty.
eating you up even more inside. Is like I'm still gonna tip you, even though you suck so hard right now. Like it's eating my heart a little bit.
Yeah, it fucking kills me inside.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing is, like I won't give them the full 20%.
Yeah,
So I'll give them 15%, but then they don't know it, so I have to write a little note.
I know. We've been over your cunty notes. Your Karen notes.
I have to write a little note being like, hey, just so you know.
Just so you know, the service was pretty awful. And by the way, flip it over. And then, just so you know, it's a lot.
Yeah, you goddamn right.
Yeah.
Goddamn right. They should fucking know.
You're out of control.
But yeah, people have probably spit in my food. Have you ever spit in anybody's food
Never,
or
never,
done
never,
anything
never,
to anybody's
never,
food?
Never.
I jizzed in my old roommate's shampoo.
That's disgusting. Ugh.
I came directly into a shampoo bottle.
Like I feel like that's a biological hazard. Like that's like I just
And I used his toothbrush to clean the toilet.
that's like against my morals.
Yeah. Yeah, this guy, I hated him. I hated his fucking guts. And he took my air conditioner out of my window in 106 degree heat. It was his air conditioner and we were arguing.
Oh, what a bitch.
So I just came on and I had Sport, like, and I never
I
got
guess
Sport
you had
shaved.
to come into shampoo. I mean, you had to.
I'd never shaved Sport once in my life before I got with Beatrice. Dude, this fucking dog was just like shedding thick Jack Russell hair. Imagine, you guys understand, imagine like a dirty little room.
Why
right,
would he do that to that dog? What a piece of shit. He deserves this.
with garbage and fucking like beer bottles and blunt wraps everywhere, right? And then it's 106 degrees, like sweltering, like a fucking oven, dude. An absolute oven. You walk in, but there's also dog hair everywhere. Not only, but it's also like flying because I have fans, so now there's like dog hair
God.
whirlwinding through the air.
This is why you dated Beatrice?
So you walked through and you sort of got covered with dog hair just by being there. You know those machines where like they have dollars that
Yes,
yeah, it's like that with dog hair. That was my room in 106 degree wind tunnel of dog hair, and that there was nothing I could do. Why
Why did you just go buy a new one?
And I was poor. I didn't have $200 for an air conditioner.
Oh my God.
Fuck, would I get $200 for an air conditioner? I was 21 years old, 22 years
Oh
old.
my gosh.
No, I must have been 23, 24.
Okay, so this is way before Beatrice. Okay.
No, it was right when I got with Beatrice because Beatrice, that was the story where I threatened to stab the guy.
Okay.
You know the story.
Which one?
All right, real quick. A little side note for Seinfeld fans. This all happens, right? We get to this big argument, right? We're arguing over a week. I'm about to leave.
Oh, well, you put the thing on the TV.
He wanted to get the cable box out of my room, and I had a fishing knife, like an old shitty fishing knife.
Try it, motherfucker.
So I put the fishing knife. No, this is after we like argued into a huge argument, but I put it on top of the cable box. SSA, if you touch this cable box, you're about to get this knife.
Can I just say something? Now, to me, a Gomez, and I just don't know if this is us. This makes perfect clear sense. Like, obviously, this is what you had to do. Obviously.
Yeah.
I mean, you are in no way wrong in my opinion. I mean, I'm just curious as to what normal people think.
What should I have done there? Should I have let him just bully me in life, or did I need to come directly into his hair?
He didn't even do anything. He left the night knife. Think what you will.
Oh, by the way that my mind processes it, I gave him a facial. Like, that's essentially the way that, like, I know that I didn't actually get to fucking come on his head, but that's like I get to walk around and go like, fine. I spent the night in jail. What?
Not even because he stuck you in a 106-degree room, because he stuck Sport, that poor little dog, in a 160-degree room. Fuck him. Go on.
Fuck him. Exactly. So yeah, I came in a shampoo and I cleaned the toilet with his toothbrush.
Okay.
Rightfully so. So shout out to that dude. You know who you are. You're a lawyer in Philly. What's up? He's probably watching.
Oh my God.
He's probably fucking watching, doggy. He knows what's up. And by the way, these are all jokes.
Hilarious.
None of this is true.
Oh, that's right. You told me that. You wrote that. Yeah.
It's a joke that I have.
From that dream you had.
Yeah, of course. Not real. So yeah, I wouldn't let these people fucking walk in. I might say something. I might be like,
this first group, I'm giving the benefit of the doubt. Let them go.
For sure. In the meantime, Jerry dares Elaine to walk. There's a table of old people sitting there eating Chinese food, and Jerry dares Elaine to go over and eat their egg roll. Just to walk up, grab their egg roll, start eating it, and say, have a good day. And Elaine's like, really? You're going to do it? You're not going to like change the rules
for $50?
For $50.
Yeah.
That's batshit. I don't know that there's ever a point, and I'm a pretty bold motherfucker. I don't know if there's ever a point where I would have walked up to somebody's table, because you know what it is? Like, I know I'm not a real sociopath because I have empathy. I can look at these old people and go like, if somebody ate my egg roll off my table, if somebody came up and just took my egg roll.
I'm going to murder. Why is that our response to everything? Murder.
It's not. I'm going to come in their shampoo bottle. Without a doubt, if you eat my egg roll off my table, I'm going to harm you physically. Like,
okay, here was my take on it. Here's what I want you to thinking. Now, if it were me, a fat person, I could not do that. I could not walk up to a table, pick an egg roll, start shoving it into my fat face, because they would be like, what the fuck are you doing? And I would be like, I'm fucking hungry. And they'd be like,
a fat person I would almost get. I'm like, dude, this person's
no, they'll be like,
hungry,
you obviously hungry.
Yeah, fat they are. I mean, I get it. A skinny person, I'm like, well, you don't need this.
Here's my thing. Now, a skinny person, your girlfriend walks up to a table, picks up an egg roll, starts eating it. They're almost charmed by this. They're almost like, look, what is happening? If it were dudes would pull up a chair for her.
Oh, for a hot chick could probably just go up and do it. Elaine, to be honest with you, Elaine,
that's what I'm saying. She was giving hot girl energy. Like, she had the confidence to go do that.
3 old couples. This is not the people you're getting away with doing this with. Let's say it was 2 businessmen or 3 businessmen sitting there having lunch, and she came over. She was like, "Hi," and she grabbed an egg roll and put the end of it in her mouth and started sucking it.
Yeah, we got an egg roll for you, Elaine.
Started squirting fucking soy sauce all over her face. Yeah, they would be okay with it, but no, not in this scenario.
Okay, fine.
Have you ever been dared to eat anything for like money?
No, I don't play that game.
You don't play that game.
I don't even play the jelly bean game with your son. Like, I just don't. No.
I took a shot of garlic salt once for like $10 when I was a teenager.
Didn't we play that when we were younger?
Maybe.
Like hot sauce and stuff?
I don't know.
Maybe. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. I don't. I'm picky, so.
How do you eat your egg roll? What are you eating your egg roll? Chocolate sauce. I just love some Hershey syrup on my egg roll. What is that laugh about?
It's almost as bad because when I explain it to you, you're really going to understand what the laugh was about. So, okay. So I don't like the inside of the egg roll, right? Like all the cabbage.
The vegetables.
All the bullshit inside.
I just like the fried, crispy outside of the egg roll.
So I pour the duck sauce on the end and just bite the end. And then I flip the other way and I just bite the end. And then
blow out all of the cabbage.
And then I nibble the side. And then I nibble the other side. And then I lift the top and I just eat that.
Why don't... Devil's advocate?
Yeah.
Why don't you just take a knife, cut it open, and take out the cabbage?
Since I've been 10 years old. I don't know what to tell you.
Bite the end like it's a grenade. Turn it over, bite the other end like a grenade.
This has never failed me.
And then chew the ends off like corn on the cob.
It's never failed me. So that's how I eat an egg roll.
I love an egg roll.
I know.
I'm talking about it right now, oh my God.
I don't like egg rolls, and the only reason why I started eating them, because when you eat an egg roll, please post on Instagram when you eat an egg roll. He eats it in such a savory way. There's just some people when they eat food, you're like, that looks good.
And
I just remember when we were younger, he would eat one. I'm like, God damn, that looks great. And I just couldn't eat the inside
and perfect.
I don't like the
delicious.
inside.
How do you guys eat your egg rolls? What I was saying is, what do you have on them? What do you have on?
Oh no, you take the duck sauce, right, and you pour it, and you go com.
Duck sauce.
Com.
Duck sauce.
I've studied
Now I need
this.
my second packet of duck sauce for the last 2 bites.
I've literally studied this my whole life.
But by the way, I've changed my egg roll eating technique.
No.
I've changed it in my older years.
Does it look as savory? Because
It's not the way that it looks. It's going to look the same, but it's what I put on it. Bobby, what do you put in your egg roll?
Well, I'm straight up duck sauce guy, but my girlfriend does something similar to what Jenny does.
What?
Where she'll bite the one end, take out all the cabbage, and then she'll put in like the chicken and broccoli that she's eating back into the egg roll.
What? Wow, not for nothing. That is.
This has just changed my
That's
entire
some
life.
fat brilliance, and I love it.
Is she fat? Is she
No,
chubby?
she's hot.
She's not
She's a hot chick.
No. I must meet her. This unicorn.
I must. Does she have any other ideas like this? I must pick her brain. That's actually pretty good.
This is incredible.
I don't know if the broccoli would work as well, but like if you did
Anything
You know what would
that
work
you
really
like.
well?
Anything you like.
dog,
Anything.
boneless spare ribs.
Anything
That
you
and
like.
pork fried rice also.
Yo, some pork fried rice.
What?
I'm so hungry. I'm dying right now. It's only 10:46 in the morning. I'm so hungry. But look at my cheekbones.
I wish they could hear your stomach growling.
Look at my cheekbones.
I know. I don't even care about the cheekbones. It's the jawline.
Look at that jawline. Oh, my second chin's disappearing. Dude, I'm telling you right now.
You're getting there.
Pork fried rice, high quality pork fried rice in an egg roll. And by the way, I can still eat the cabbage with a fork. It's not like I'm wasting the cabbage on little pork pieces. This is the best.
No, fuck the cabbage. What is that even doing here?
Harrington,
Why are
I
you
feel
involved
bad
in this?
because there's no way whatever you're about to say is going to be anywhere near as interesting as what Bobby Hutch just brought to this fucking show.
I'm with Jenny. Fuck cabbage, dude. Egg rolls
Thank
suck.
you.
Egg rolls
Hell
suck.
yeah.
Egg rolls
No,
suck.
the outside's
Rolls
good though.
suck,
The
dude.
outside's good though. The
I
outside's really
always replace the egg roll with a soda or something
the
else in
outside's
the
so
combo.
good.
No.
No, I'll fight them if they leave it out. I'm like, make sure you get that egg roll. I need the outside.
I order an extra egg roll. I'll order extra fortune cookies. I order extra fortune cookies. Are you kidding me? It's like, no, just give me fucking 2 fortune cookies. I enjoy a good I enjoy Chinese.
okay.
Chinese food might be one of the treats that I enjoy the most.
You guys, have you had fortune cookie dipped in soft serve ice cream?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
There was a place that
thought it
did
was
fortune
blowing your
cookie as a
mind.
topping for ice cream. Where was that?
What? It's dope. It's really good.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but do you know the ritual for? Do you have the ritual for fortune cookies where you have to open the fortune?
You have to
cookie?
read the fortune before you eat it.
Yes. If you don't want that fortune to come true, you don't eat the cookie.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. No, we're fat kids.
Yeah. that cookie
You
is
are
eaten.
going to die. It's like, well, I must eat this cookie. I'm not going to not eat
Sounds
my
good,
cookie
cookie.
right now. Your first 6 children will be born with many disease. Well, sorry. Yeah, you don't want to fucking tempt me.
with the cookie.
Dude, sometimes you get a stale fortune cookie and it's just like a piece of rubber.
Oh,
I'll still eat it. It's
breaks
still
your heart.
delicious.
No, it breaks my heart.
Still delicious.
I'm gonna get out of here. What do you think?
Just got to unfold your fortune cookie to get the fortune out of it. What's your go-to Chinese meal?
Me and Anna usually split on sesame chicken.
Yeah, you're basic bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or
you're
General
basic
Tao.
bitch.
What's yours? Some gay. Some keto bullshit, I bet.
No. I mean, come on. If I'm having Chinese food, you're not going to really be able to get keto. You know what I love? Sweet and sour chicken. Which essentially, there's little chicken egg rolls. It's just little chicken egg
Little
rolls.
chicken egg roll.
I mean, that's really what it is, right? You know how I eat my egg roll?
How do you eat it now?
Same exact way, but now I add on top of the soy
Hot
sauce,
mustard.
a layer of hot
Hot mustard. I knew it, you bitch.
A layer
I knew
of
it.
hot mustard. And I enjoy hot mustard inside of my rice. You know what else I enjoy? You want my perfect Chinese meal. Perfect Chinese meal. That's what it is. We're going to go around right now.
Guys, Fridays, Lewis is going to be hungry.
Dude, I'm
so
so hungry. We just talk
You're
all
gonna-
day. I'm starving right now, dude. My perfect Chinese meal would be. This is crazy. When you look at how crazy I am.
Your last Chinese meal.
My last Chinese meal.
That's why buffets are great, because you can really just like.
Sweet and sour chicken. I'm getting 2 egg rolls. I'm getting a wonton egg drop soup with the spicy oil. I'm getting some barbecue spare ribs on the bone.
On the bone.
Some pork fried rice. and maybe even some crab rangoon to be a dirty motherfucker.
Hell yeah.
Almost every item on that list.
I do crab rangoon every meal. I don't know
They're
what you're
just egg
talking
rolls,
about.
essentially. It's a whole, it's plates and plates of different sort of egg rolls. Even the soup. It's just egg rolls and soup.
Hell yeah.
I enjoy, did I say pork dumplings? Fried pork
No,
dumplings?
you didn't say pork dumplings.
Yeah, also fried pork dumplings. I love a pocket of meat surrounded by a bready, delicious crust.
By a wonton.
What?
It's got to be some kind of wonton.
Is that what they are? I
Yeah,
don't even know.
either
I have no
fried
idea.
Yep.
What's your go-to
Steamed.
Chinese meal, Harrington?
Mine?
General So's
Basic bitch.
combo.
Hell yeah.
Super
Basic
basic.
bitch, yeah.
With the wonton soup.
2 sodas, no
Fried
egg roll,
rice,
fucking faggot.
no
You make me
onions.
sick.
1 soda.
Oh yeah, but you gotta also get the my mom fucking would get this. The little noodles that come with the soup. And then the
crispy
duck sauce.
noodles
Crispy
with the
noodles
duck
with the duck sauce. Doggy.
What?
Dog, one of the most all right, one of the first times I got high.
Noodles with hot mustard.
We're so fat. Look how excited. We've never been more excited about anything
I'm eating Chinese food
in
at
our
some point
fucking lives.
today.
Dude, one of the first times I got high at Ruthie Rivera's house, next door to Dave Green's. She was living there, dude. She had no food in her house. This hot Puerto Rican girl. We all got stoned as fuck. We smoked like 2
Her
blunts.
too?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
And then we ate saltine crackers with packets of duck sauce.
Oh my God.
And it was the best treat I had ever had in my entire life. We got
being young and stupid.
Oh, it was so good, dude. Duck sauce rules, dude. Duck sauce with those little crackers. I'm sorry, I know Harrington. I cut you off. Was that it?
You nailed it.
That was it.
No, we
Yeah,
didn't get
dude,
Bobby
the
Hutch's
little-
meal.
The little fried noodles in the wonton soup.
We caught
I'm
Bobby
gonna need
Hutch.
2. I'm gonna need 2 packets of those noodles, miss, please.
I'm a basic bitch when it comes to Chinese food as well. I'll do chicken and broccoli, but I'll have it in a hot garlic sauce. I like that with the pork fried rice on the side and dumplings.
Gotta
Hell yeah.
have some dumplings.
If I wasn't gonna do dumplings, I would do the boneless spare ribs, but well done.
No
I like
egg
them
roll.
Well done.
No egg roll?
Oh well, yeah, egg roll comes with the combination.
the egg roll obviously comes with a combination. You dumbass. Don't you hate when you get a shitty egg roll? You're like, what is wrong with this place? What happened here?
Or veggie
Yeah,
roll? What is
or
that
the egg
about?
rolls with the shrimp in it. I don't like the shrimp egg rolls.
Yo, I bet you can make some dope ass fucking egg rolls with an air fryer.
Ah, I bet you can.
We should make our own egg rolls tomorrow. I'm so hungry. We can't do full episodes about food.
No,
on
what happened?
Fridays.
What happened? It's a whole Chinese restaurant episode.
Yeah, you
Obviously, we're
fucking
going to talk
Chinese,
about
you make me
Chinese
sick.
food. They're in a Chinese food restaurant.
Oh God! it
Don't
seems so good.
crucify us.
Sorry. So Elaine goes over to the table and she says she's going to do it. While she's at the table, she tries to, through her teeth, tell the old people. She was like, "Listen to me. I know this sounds weird, but the people behind me
Give me an egg roll.
are
25
offering
bucks.
me $50." And she offers them $25, and the old people don't even understand what the fuck she's talking about.
They were so Jewish. What is it called when they're being extra Jewy? Jeweler?
Jeweler. Oh yeah, it is jeweler. That's
Jeweler.
right.
Yeah,
Jeweler.
they were being real Jewy. I think this whole episode is a jeweler.
Well, it's a Chinese restaurant in the Upper West Side. It's just a fucking,
It's a jeweler.
Essentially a fucking not a mosque.
I love the what is she talking about? What is happening?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking yeah, but no, that's not jeweler. Not allowing some weird
The reaction.
bitch to fucking come and eat your egg roll. It was crazy. She was being a crazy person. She was speaking through her teeth like a lunatic. And then I was like, get the fuck away from me. I'm enjoying my dinner. The last thing I want anybody to do, I don't care how pretty the girl is, to come up to me and while I'm eating my food, start yapping at me.
Agreed.
Beat it, bitch.
Even the waiter, I've never understood like a yappy waiter. Like, I want you to drop my food off and get the fuck out of my face. Like, that's the last I want to see you, and I'm going to tip you extra for that.
Every time I order food, I ask the waiter what they suggest. Is that annoying?
No, because I'll give you suggestions.
Do you know?
Or I'll tell you what's really popular. Like, oh, I've never had
Because you were a
anyone
waitress. Do
send
you
this
ever?
back.
Because Toby, remember Toby Smith, my friend Toby?
Yes.
So he was like, never ask them that, or because they're always going to push on like shit they have too much of in the back, like old shit that's expiring. And I was like, I don't think that's true.
I mean, well, we would have like competitions. Like they would do like, oh, we have too much chicken. It's about to expire. Try to push the chicken. We have if you sell 20 chickens tonight. So like, I mean, I never did that. Like we had a good burger. So like,
so that shit does happen.
It does happen.
Okay.
So I mean, I just never did that. I would be like, no, the burger's really good. You're going to like it.
Yeah, no. I always ask I ask what's most popular.
Yeah, no, that I don't mind. Like if you're asking me like, questions like that, but I don't want to be like, hey, so what are you doing in town? Like, like I don't give a shit.
So in the meantime, George explains what happened with Tatiana. Now I can really relate to
man.
George here. So what happened is Tatiana's a chick that George is dating that he likes, and they're at her place, and they're messing around on her couch, I guess. Now, the way he describes it, he says, the bathroom, it's just there. It's not like there's no corridor, there's no like hallway. It's just like the bathroom is just like right on the room.
Go on.
Which I like if you're in a studio apartment, that's the way it is. There's just a bathroom behind the door right there.
Yep.
Exactly. And bathrooms are designed to just fucking echo farts. Like it's just everything is shaped echoey. Like every single thing has a fucking like a little fucking thing to it. So essentially, the way he says it, he says there's no buffer zone. And
Can I say this whole thing right here? I think is some of the most brilliant writing I've ever heard.
right.
Like he basically is saying, I'm about to go blow up her bathroom. And it's just, it's so funny. Like the whole scene is so funny. Like they just choose such funny words.
Yeah, he's alluding. He won't essentially, even with Jerry,
so
George,
funny. Such good writing.
George is still even embarrassed to say it in front of Jerry, who's his guy friend.
Yeah.
He's which I get in a weird way. I get it. Now I've come to terms with shitting here at Gas Digital. But I used to hide it. I used to not want people to know. Like when Shannon would be here, I wouldn't want her to go into the bathroom after me because when I shit, I blow it up. And also,
Why don't you care about the rest of the family like that?
what, my home?
Yeah.
I don't give a fuck about my home. It's my home. But I wouldn't even yesterday I was here, right? Or was it the day before? I went in. Who was the chick that was on the Real Ass podcast on Wednesday? Who was it? Shannon doesn't even remember. It's a little passion she has for her job anymore.
Like,
Gotta go look it up in her fucking notes. I do 15 shows a week. That's why I don't know it. You know?
Wednesday was Dave Temple and Derek Gaines. Were you thinking of Karen Fian?
No, I don't remember exactly who it was, but I went in there, and then when I walked out, somebody else came out afterwards, and they were like, oh, just so you know, that was Lewis that blew up the bathroom, not me. And I was like, damn it. She knew that I shit in the bathroom. And it was very embarrassing. I don't know, it's an embarrassing thing. Like, even my girlfriend now, who's at my house all the time, like, I turn the water on. I try not to shit around her when she's there.
Wow.
It's just not a good look.
So the first day in Jamaica, you just went into B's bathroom and blew it up and said, there you go, B.
Oh, yeah, B can take it. B can take it.
Because the whole first day, she was like, Jesus, Lewis.
Dude, I remember the first time Beatrice ever introduced me to her family.
Oh, no.
I went to her. No, it was just like Christmas season, dude. And like her family just cooks so many cookies. Like there's just always
such good cooks.
They're all good cooks. They're these southern fucking hicks, and they're fucking. They just
tell me more.
everything they cook is delicious. Everything, and there's always a pie coming out of the oven. There's always fresh Christmas cookies, just always coming out. Like
so Lewis's stomach was just
you're just
churning,
just smelling. Imagine you're just in a home. Guys, and there's just always fresh Christmas cookies coming out of the oven.
Hell yeah.
Every hour on the hour.
I love B's Christmas cookies.
So I eat maybe 1,000 cookies while I'm there.
Easily.
I'm not even exaggerating. Like I probably eat 100 or 200 cookies. Like a couple hundred cookies the week that I'm there. It is just nonstop. It is wild how many cookies I eat. And my stomach gets just like, I don't know if I'm allergic to that much sugar or bread or whatever it is, but I got some sort of allergy to eating 200 cookies.
My body doesn't process it well.
My body, I start to get the sweats. I start to swell my hands, my feet, my neck, my stomach's always in pain. I'm gurgling.
This is how I feel in Jamaica.
Yeah, that's how I feel in Jamaica. So I'm there and it's like 3 days in. I'm like, oh, dude, I gotta go to the fucking bathroom. This is brutal. And I went to the bathroom. And I pooped so much that, I have to draw it for you to really understand. Imagine this is the water line of the toilet, right? My poop had piled up like this. Like a mountain. If you could, let me show people. Let me draw
He's saying it breached the water.
It breached the water, for sure.
Water.
This is the water line
stacked
on
beyond.
the toilet, okay? I had pooped, really zoom in. Oh, thanks for the marker.
Really?
Okay. Sorry, here's the water line. Here's the toilet. I had pooped like this.
He was just sitting on top of it.
Yes, and here's my butt. So my butt was almost touching the poop. I shit you not. Okay? Now the toilet had the way the drain works.
So the porcelain.
This had created an entire plugged up system. So it was just a gigantic shit plug that I had created for the toilet. Now, what happened was they had no.
Beatrice's dad was where?
No, this is at her aunt's house. No, her sister's house. They had no plunger.
Oh no.
So I blow it up and I'm like, oh fuck, dude, I can't flush it. It just wouldn't it was like I couldn't even pull the handle. Like the handle was like stuck. It was so plugged.
What's wrong with you?
And I was like, fuck, dude. And it's like a new relationship, this chick that I'm like in love with, and like this is the first time meeting her family, and I'm like, fuck. So I had to literally leave.
Climb out the window.
I left. I never spoke to her again. I killed her sister.
Left her pregnant.
And no, I had to get her, and I was like, Beatrice.
Oh no! She had to come deal with it.
Yeah.
What did you do to this girl? So you made her come deal with your big pile of shit.
I was like, I need something. And she was like, they don't have. So then, help. And then, but I was whispering. I was like, hey, I didn't say I don't want your family to know, but I was implied by the whisper in the whole. Like,
please,
I need something to unplug the toilet because it's now breached the water. And she went in and she came out she was green in the face. She was like, that's ridiculous. Like, how did you even do that? Like, it's not possible.
What's wrong with you? Are you human? Are you a human being?
So then I go back in there and then I hear.
And she left you in there with it?
So then I hear everyone outside starting to chatter. And I'm like, what's going on? So I look, and yeah, they all want to see it. The whole family and everyone in the house wants to fucking see it. I'm like holding it up, like, no, nobody's seeing it. So she got me a stick from the yard and I had to just push it down with a shit stick.
And did it work?
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. I was a hero in the story.
So it was a completely relatable scene.
Oh, yeah. Completely relatable. Look, you don't want to do that, especially at a chick's place that you're starting to see.
No, you
Simple
don't.
as that. No.
In the middle of fucking.
Were they actually fucking already?
Yes.
Or I feel like he alluded to them just hooking up.
No, he was using a lot of like euphemisms, but yeah, he basically pulled out and was like, I gotta go.
Yeah, so then that's why she's mad at him, because in the middle of sex, he's like, I gotta just go. I'm sorry. And
he was like, and I don't even have time to explain to her.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know what to say to her, and if I just don't even have time to think about it, I gotta get out of here.
And she's like, this is fucking wild. It's like, what the fuck? It'd be really offensive.
You're in the, of course.
This would be very offensive to a woman. She would be like, it's me. I know for a fact it's me.
His boner went away. I'm making his boner go down.
I wouldn't be able to get a boner, I don't think, if I had to shit that bad. I mean, I've had to shit while I've had sex before, and it is
like gurgling, like. But the way he was describing it, it was so beautiful because he was gonna go below. Like I was assuming there was gurgling. I was assuming he was like.
Well, look, if I have like diarrhea, like I'm pinching my asshole closed.
That's what I'm assuming.
While I'm banging, which to be honest with you is maybe the best core exercise I've ever done, is having to shit while having sex. Because you're squeezing your glutes, your abs are contracted, and then you're pumping at the same time while you're holding yourself in a plank position. That is that should be literally should be perfect form for trying to get strong core and abs.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna try it now.
Yeah, it's called the fucking while I have to take a shit. Pinch your butt, tighten your abs, plank position, pump up and down.
Boom.
Done.
Hottest she'll ever be.
It will be. I'm telling you right now. So Elaine's losing her mind. At this point, they still won't seat them. The Asian guy is just sort of oblivious. He's not being rude. He's just sort of being oblivious. And then George finally gets onto the phone to call Tatiana, and she's left. So now he's like, fuck, this girl's mad at me now. Now, Jerry the whole time he sees this woman in the restaurant that he doesn't know who she is. I guess this is another little plot point. Yeah. But I guess he had blown off his uncle to go have dinner and go to the movies with George and Elaine. And he sees this woman at the restaurant. He's like, I fucking know this woman from somewhere. And he keeps on saying it. And when the woman's leaving, she comes up. She's like, Jerry.
I love this whole scene.
This is such a relatable scene.
The writing is amazing. That's what I'm saying. They're brilliant. Like nothing is happening. Like literally, they don't have this huge crazy plot. They don't have this huge crazy story.
Happening.
They're standing in a restaurant and everything about it's hilarious. Like just like everything about it. The writing's so good. The acting's so good. They just understand like the tiny nuances, the tiny movements, the tiny like beats of the joke. It's so good.
Well,
anyway, this scene I thought was so funny.
It's a very relatable thing, and these are like little moments that people can really get on point with, right? So the not wanting to poop while you're hooking up with the new chick, that's very relatable. Also, just sort of the moment where you have somebody in front of you where you don't remember their name and you don't know where you know them from. It's so uncomfortable.
Dude, it's so good.
What I do, can I tell you what I do now? I do this all the time. Every time I meet people, like when I meet comedians at a comedy club, anytime, I'm like, oh, dude, good to see you. And then sometimes like, oh, we've never met. I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. I thought we did. I just do that. That's my go-to now because I don't want to ever get caught with, oh, we've met before.
Yeah.
Like, if you say nice to meet you,
to everybody.
Yeah, then you're like, fuck, dude. Oh, well, I met you before. It's like, oh, that's more awkward. That's way more awkward than me thinking that I had met you before and then being like, it's almost a compliment. If somebody says they think they met you before, they know you from somewhere, it's almost like, oh, all right, whatever.
Yes,
maybe it reminds you of a friend.
I've met Ari Shaffir like 6 times, and every time he meets me, he's like, hi, nice to meet you. And I'm like, we've met like
and
7
infuriating.
times. No, I'm just like, if I was hotter, I
mother
know you would remember me.
Jews, you fucking
I just know you would remember me.
Yeah. Yeah. So they're doing that thing, and that's also what I do. Like if I'm with James or if I'm with my chick and I'm going to like a place where I'm going to be around a lot of people that I've met before, a party, a wedding, but where I should know their names. I was like, look, just so you know, I forget everybody's name. When you go in, immediately I need you to start introducing yourself. Introduce yourself to everybody around you really quickly so then I could hear their name and fucking remember it as well.
That's hilarious. You're the yin to my yang because I don't forget a name or a face.
Oh, I forget everybody's names.
Like me and Corey would go to places and he would always be like, who's this? And I'd be like, it's blah, blah, blah from blah, blah, blah.
I will ignore
like
people
constantly.
that I know because I forget their name.
That's wild.
And I'll be like, all right, well, now we're not ever speaking again. I forgot your name. I don't want to be embarrassed. So now you're out of my fucking life. So at one point they make a decision that they should bribe the guy at the counter, which is a really funny scene.
Yeah, it is.
And they decide to give him $20. And
which it is a guy's job. Elaine
it is a guy's job. So they tell Elaine to do it, and Elaine's like, no, that's a guy's job. That's definitely a guy thing.
Definitely a guy
Going
thing.
up and give a little bit of fucking money. I don't know, have I ever done that?
No, you'll scream and yell before you hand money to somebody. You would have murdered that Chinese man before you handed him money to give you a table.
For an apartment, me and my ex-girlfriend Alex, when we were looking for an apartment, that little dumb Polish girl, the guy who was showing us the apartment was the brother of the owner, and I gave him $50. I was like, hey, just say, thanks so much for your help. And I put it in his hand like that. Oh,
you're such a...
And then the brother called me up, who owned the place, because I'm assuming this guy was like mentally handicapped or like autistic or whatever.
No.
And it's like, hey man, you can't like give him money like that. Like, you know, like you told me you gave it to him. You're not gonna get the apartment like that. Like, oh, fuck. It's embarrassing. So Elaine goes up and she awkwardly tries to give him the money, and she doesn't. It's such a, once again, great writing, great acting.
Yeah, great writing.
You have to go watch this scene because there's really no way to articulate how well it was done.
Yeah.
Because Elaine, she has this awkward moment where she's not explaining to the guy that she wants to bribe him. She just puts the money in front of him. And honestly, it's just in the writing and the acting because there's no describing it that sort of does it justice, how funny it is.
They just get it. Like,
I did put my MVP of the episode is Elaine. I think we should choose an MVP every episode.
Really? Okay.
I think she did.
And this is one of the only, I think I said 2 episodes that didn't feature Kramer.
Oh, really? Wow. Yeah,
Yep.
I forgot. Yeah, no Kramer in this episode. Once again, one scene throughout the whole thing, but Elaine, she, in my opinion, she's the star of this episode. She's very funny when she's starting to get manic because she's hungry.
Yes.
She's losing her mind. It's just very, very funny.
Even the whole thing when she's talking about being a little kid and you're going on this adventure. Like, yes. I mean, she's just painting such a picture. The writing
she's
is
talking
so
about
great.
When you go out with your parents for the first time to a new restaurant, she's like, you're just trying this thing. And like, it's just like this magical experience. You get to try this food for the first time. It's like, now I just feel like a pig waiting in a trough. Yeah, she killed it. So yeah, let's see. Another guy comes in. He just lets him go in. They're freaking out. At one point, Tatiana calls the restaurant.
That was a great scene too, when the guy walks in and he's just this dick, and the guy's like, "Oh, Mr. Da-da-da, come! I haven't seen you in a week. Come to a table." And they're like, "No, he hasn't been here because you haven't seen him."
So yeah, Tatiana calls the restaurant, and they missed the call because the guy called out the wrong name. He calls out Cartwright instead of Costanza. And,
that was so funny too.
Yeah, it was great. Yeah, so eventually they get sick of it. They're like, fuck it, we're not going to go see the movie. I'm leaving. They all decide to leave. Elaine's going to get a burger. George is going home. Everyone's depressed. As soon as they walk out the door, sure enough,
boom.
Table for 4, Seinfeld. End of episode.
Great. Fantastic.
Great episode. To be honest with you, after reviewing it, I'm going to say it's the best episode I've seen so far.
5 stars.
I'm going to give it 5 bagels. 5 bagels. 5 bagels. It's a 5 bagels. Do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Wow. Our first,
just on the writing. I thought the writing was brilliant.
Unanimous 5 bagel episode. What a big deal.
Guys, make like bells and stuff.
It's got to be, it's got to be like Jewish music.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to have some fucking, all right. Whatever. We got it. That was fun.
Hell yeah.
It was a great episode. Thank you guys for watching. Go watch Seinfeld.
Minority Report. Anything?
Lots of black in and out. All the Chinese people that work there.
Okay.
Yeah. Too many to count.
So many.
Too many in this world. That's what I say. All right, you guys are the shit. Thank you guys for enjoying today's show. We'll be back next week with another episode of Gomez Watches Seinfeld. Peace.
Later.
Hey guys, before we get out of here, check out this clip from Quantum Week, a great podcast where they take a random week and review the popular movies and music from that time.
Gangs of New York.
Yeah.
This is an excellent movie. It's going to hit my top 5.
Wow. Yeah. So there's no movie I love more that I have more problems with, if that makes any sense.
All right, we'll have to go through. I think I'm overlooking some stuff just because it's so stunning and some of the performances are so fucking amazing.
It's a great movie.
Yeah.
It's a great movie. It's to my top 35.
There's some scenes here where I'm like, this is just master cinematography. Like just some amazing
direction. It's really more direction than cinematography, I think. But
it's both. In fact, I was like, this got nominated for...
Well, famously got nominated 10 times.
Yeah, I know. But this got nominated for cinematography too. And I was like, oh, what else beat this out? And of course, it's Road to Perdition. I'm like, okay, that's fine. All's right in the world. But beyond that, there's not much else that was better that year in terms of cinematography.
Oh, that was better. I think it's more of a directing feat than a cinematography feat in this case, especially with Scorsese directing.